Hello everybody and welcome to, where are we? Turn 28. 28 already, crikey. 28 of the Dark Elves story with me, Scruffy Joe. We're playing Warhammer Total War 2. We are the Dark Elves. We're up here in the top corner. Cool. We're gradually winning a war against these people, which have kind of slowed me right down. But in the interim, we've also had a few kind of issues with bits of territory rebelling and stuff like that, because basically I had to focus in places I didn't really want to have to focus. So we're just getting to the end of that point in time where things are starting to make sense. We've got finally some defences here and here, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. We may abandon this entirely, or we might take it off our elven friends. We were in a large-scale battle against these guys who are a right pain in the backside, but they are now down to one province, one territory, one quarter of a province. So that should, in theory, mean that they're not so much of a problem. We are getting attacked currently by these guys. This was a rebellion, so I'm going to do this. Oh, they're on march. Turn them to that. So this should be a relatively quick fight. I am attacking Dark Elf rebels. They've actually remembered to bring cavalry, which is slightly frustrating, and they've got shades, which I don't have. That's alright though. There's virtually no point in doing this battle, but it's going to be an easy one and I quite enjoy them, so why not? Also, I think there might be a... I don't know what the map's going to look like. We've seen this map before. Slightly raised on the right hand side, lowering off towards the left with that little bump between the red and yellow areas on the right hand side. There are not very many of them. We should absolutely massacre these people. What we got? Dark Riders. I don't think I brought any Dark Riders, but I have got an absolute ton of Spearmen, so that should be okay. Right, so these guys...
We are ready!
Put them over there. Because you can Vanguard deploy them, you can put them anywhere on the map outside of this white box. So my plan is... I'm going to ride around the back and shoot all everybody. And aside from that, everything else looks pretty kind of good, except for the fact that it's obviously not... Hang on.
Dark Elves!
Dark Elves!
Dark Elves!
Oh.
Dread Spears!
That was really silly. I got that totally wrong.
We are ready.
I also got the hiccups.
Dark Shards!
Oh.
Corsair handbows, eager for battle. Masterless
Really need to get some more swordsmen or halberdiers or something for this army. That's where this army lacks.
Elves.
I mean, it also lacks the fact that it hasn't got any sort of really decent end game specialist troops. But you can't have everything.
The merciless host. Dread Spears.
You cannot have everything. The world would be a very easy place if you could have everything. There would be no one would ever feel good about achieving anything because you wouldn't have actually achieved anything.
Malekith.
No, you idiot.
On to slaughter. End them.
That's what we're going to do. Oh, we found hidden units. Actually, let's just shoot those. Okay, as expected, their cavalry is going for the flanks.
Murder awaits! By Cain! Nagarothi! Suffering for all! Dread spears, eager for battle.
Now I'm gonna do a bit of helping nature here by sending one of them in there and shooting these people.
Nagarothi!
And shooting these people and intercepting these people and sending the halberdiers to kill these. What the hell happened there? Why are you running away? What are you running away from?
By Cain! Dealers in death! With pleasure! Dread spears! Going! Nagarothi! Druki! Bloody murder!
Things seem to be going quite well. I'm just going to go and get a load of kills with him because why not? And we could also do that.
Attend me!
That was cool.
Annihilate them!
Look at him routing that unit of cavalry. Awesome. Well played, dude. Well played, dude.
Dread spears! Kill everything!
Where did those cavalry go? Did they all die?
Death hag! Doom awaits!
Murder awaits!
Better check behind me, you never know.
Black guards! End them! Dark rider crossbows!
Well, this is rather fun, isn't it? Right, you're not shooting. Why are you not shooting?
Artillery!
Don't shoot the Lord.
Malekith! No mercy!
As I predicted, this is a complete massacre. We've totally destroyed them. They're all basically running away now. And that's fine. Just these ones are the only ones not to be officially doing the runner. Done. Now we will have to chase after them and ride them down. But that's cool. Because that means more experience and more slaves. And we killed all the cavalry pretty much, so that's great news. And they are completely dead. So that's brilliant news, because they were the ones which seemed to do a lot of damage to one of my horse cavalry units, and I couldn't really understand how. Whoa! There'll be a bit of editing there, possibly not involving the point where I sat down and nearly fell off my chair. Because that's funny. People like funny, right? People like it when people nearly fall off their chairs. I've seen streamers get subs for falling off their chairs. And subs is money for streaming, whereas, you know, a sub here, by pressing the sub button on a YouTube video, costs you nothing. You don't even have to come back. You would just make me really happy. Anyway, so let's replenish.
My power grows!
They have run away.
Carnage of Malekith.
We should be able to hunt them down
Battle wild.
and then auto-resolve.
Take them
And then get more replenishment and more slaves.
overclose.
Rawr! Confident attacker. Extra leadership when attacking, extra leadership. All gravy. And he was killed. Right.
Victory.
So now we're at minus 60. And we're losing one a turn. Now, we can actually now do something about that.
Air of Anarium.
We can take this over. We can take all of this province over. And that would be awesome. Excuse me, I've got funny itchy eyes. Right. What are you trying to tell me? You're trying to tell me that there's imminently going to be a massive rebellion. I'm fine with that.
Bloodshed becomes.
Can we recruit anyone? Not really. Just pop a couple of those so people can stand behind them, I suppose. We are a turn away from having walls, proper walls, so that's great. Over here we are 2 turns away from having proper walls and 2 turns away from having a temple, so that's great. In here we have got the ability to build harpies, which slightly changes the way the armies work, because we can now build a specific, basically rubbish unit which you can land on the enemy's archers from behind preferably, and they will totally mince them within seconds. So that's really, really cool. But also when we upgrade we get war hydras, which is what I was really wanted, because there's nothing quite as good as having a 5-headed dragon beast thing wandering around at the back of your army and then just gradually moving it forward to the front of your army and letting it stamp on all of the enemies like a big stamping giant 5-headed snake dinosaur cat.
They serve me.
Got a bit over emotional there. Right, which one are you? You're the Death Hag. Death Hag! Let's do some of that. Do some of that. Where are you, Death Hag? I probably need you there, actually. Do I need you there? Hold on, what's my corruption like here?
The people are displeased.
Corruption's not a problem here. Right, so what we actually need
Knows no limits.
Dark destiny.
is our Death Hag
Malicious deeds await.
needs to come down here and start sorting out the corruption situation, because the corruption situation is making them rebel. And she will be able to deal with that because she
Victorious. They are at
has Cleanse Corruption level 2, which will help. In the meantime, Malekith's leveled up again. He's gone past level 10, which means we might be able to get something really groovy. No, I thought it was the dragon, but that's 18. We don't want a chariot. What we do want, though, look, he's got all of these bonuses. They're all... Destroyer is now a bonus he's got. Yeah, he's getting pretty tough. And we've just doubled up on that one as well. So maybe it's time to take the cloak for the extra armour. We really don't want him to get killed by some god-awful Chaos Knight.
King of the Druki.
King of the Druki. We're going to wander in here and we're going to take this over. We're going to populate it. That's the plan. Don't need world events right now. I think we are done for this turn.
Cease your provocations.
Don't think we need to upgrade that at this point. That'll do it. Done for this turn. Oh, I forgot to move that. She's part of the solution to the problem of chaos rebellions, because Evil Lynn's got even more anti-corruption and public order fixing shenanigans. Hooray! My troops are less likely to run away. Somebody's raiding an Iron Frost Glacier. I think that's over there. Somebody else is raiding an Iron Frost Glacier. Okay. I think these are the ones who've just rebelled. I think those are the ones who are yeah, so it's not looking good down here. We're basically... We're alright now. That's on... Loads of people left because they were malcontent, and that's great.
Favoured of the Witch King. Death Hag.
Hey, Death Hag.
I will.
Well done, you. Roar!
Dreadlord, awaiting command. Moving!
This isn't going to fix everything immediately, but it's going to help.
Death Hag!
Death Hag.
I have just the poultice. Merciless one!
Okay, so
Move, you
what we
maggots!
should probably do is go and stand in there. But if we do, we'll get ambushed. So we're going to wait until next turn when we can turn off the march stance, because if you wander into an ambush while you're marching, you will get butchered because you will be tired at the beginning of the battle, which means that you're not going to have any guts for it, really.
Witch King.
You are the Witch King, mate.
Try them.
I should probably search the ruins, but forget about it.
King. Lord of the Black Tower.
Okay, that's looking good. What we're going to do is quickly expand out here, get that one and that one, because it's really only these guys we need to worry about now, because they've obviously moved in there. We have got a bit of a situation, but we're going to calm that situation down with this army next turn. Right, what else are you trying to tell me? Ah, technology. Right, so here we don't have enough cash because we spent it all. We can get better units when we recruit them. That's kind of handy. Let's do that. Okay, I'm liking that. I'm liking that. Next turn, some Chaos Army's gonna die. Okay. I mean, I don't know who... They're so far away. It's like preposterous. Why even bother asking me? I'm obviously not going to be able to help. I am literally as far away as
Yes!
Canada from
More!
Central Africa. Yes, you're raiding. Hooray! We built a temple. Have some scrolls. Hooray! Somebody... That's good news. Hooray!
Master of cruelty.
Master of cruelty indeed. Let's go for no
Enact in my
stance.
dark desires.
Or did she say Master of Druki? I'm not quite sure.
What
You've leveled up, you crazy person. Just sitting in there doing nothing, leveling up like some sort of weirdo. Right, you have a dragon cloak. We don't want a dark deed. What about some sadisticness?
Nagaroth nobility.
Stitch that! Where are my reinforcements?
Withdraw.
Blimey O'Reilly, look at this. They got a load of leadership, no armour at all. Quite good attack. And there's loads of them. I've only got 3 units of... Oh, we have got 2 heroes. That's not really what I wanted to happen, but
enemies.
I was expecting my other troops to join in from the other side, but I think they were just sitting a bit too far away.
Let them know death's touch.
I'm going to press quick save because this is the sort of thing which is likely to go wrong after you've been playing for 20 minutes. But we'll carry on. We'll see how we do. It might end up, but the end of the episode happens now. In which case, bye. Or we could be fine. Who knows? We'll see. It's going to be a close battle. We've only got 1 unit more than them. And to be honest, that extra unit is a unit of Hag. which is only really one person. That's a rather unfortunate wood. Oh, stupid boy. That's what I wanted to do. Either of you got any spells? No, neither of you have got any spells. Okay, we have got this spell, so we can do a dark conduit. If we get in amongst some people, we can blow them up. Good against armor, which is unfortunate because none of these people have any armor. I think what we want... Wait! I seem to have gone down there. There we go. That's not what I mean. What I want to do is I want to start up here. And I want to start so I can have them marching up a hill, because basically you always want your enemy marching up a hill.
Dreadlord!
What we really want to do is come out and stand here. So that's what we're going to do.
Dread spears. Going. At once. To destruction. Bleak swords. Terror and death. Battle ready. To destruction.
Striking out! For the Druki!
Bit worried about that. Some of them have decided, yep, the hill's for them. Chaos Warhounds, Poisonous. What's that other unit? Marauder Horseman. Mm-hmm.
Battle ready. Advancing. Battle calls. Druki forward.
For Cain!
Dark Elves!
Slay them. My blade hungers.
End them!
Right. Kill those bloody dogs.
Bleak swords.
Wait, 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 what do you think you're doing?
Dark shards. Dark elves. Druki, forward.
Bleak swords! Onward!
Dread spears.
Bleak swords!
No mercy. My blade hungers.
Where's my other general person? There she is. Go and fight them. Right.
Eager for battle.
I think we need to be doing more damage to
Murder awaits.
the things which are probably hurting us the most. Let's just get
Carnage
over here a minute.
awaits.
You shoot them now. You shoot them now.
Dark
You
shards.
just generally drop arrows into there. And let's try some of this. Yeah, that did well.
This was not meant to be! No! For Cain!
Dread spears. Moving out.
Dark shards!
Well done. Well done.
Darkness
Go and get those
comes!
dogs.
Bleak
You go and
swords.
get involved with that.
Dark shards.
And you come on, let's
Dread spears.
go and get
Slay
involved.
them. Terror and death.
Bleak swords!
Dark shards. Bleak swords.
I think they're all running away. I think we've won. I think it's okay. Despite the fact that we had it in a slightly dodgy place,
Murder.
I think we're going to be fine.
A reckoning!
I mean, I've got a death hag over there just fighting away on her own.
Bleak swords. On to slaughter.
And I'm okay with that, because she's kind of hard. And if you drop a load of arrows on a group of axemen like that, they are going to run away fairly fast. Now, where's my hero? There she is. Come and fight this one.
Fury!
Just about to run away now. There you go. The leader's routing. When the leader routs, the army routs. That's how it works. It's not how it works in some other armies, but that's how it works with chaos, really. Unless they get a bit of a fight for the death thing going on, in which case you're then in a bit of trouble. I kind of just let the game run on for a minute because they just wiped out a unit by doing that. But there we go. Done. Won. Finished. Good effort. It's also good to get your other commanders taking part in battles, even if they haven't got very good armies, because if they win, they get experience, and then they become better, and you can get cheaper troops, and you can inspire better things from your troops. There's no downside to winning against some chaos scumbags. This was all good. Not really sure why you're calling that a close victory. I mean, look.
More slaves are required!
Kind of like the opposite. Let's replenish with slavery.
Power favoured of the Witch King! Violent! What awaits me? Merciless
What
one!
awaits you, I believe, is
Torment
killing
awaits.
these people for good
Retreat!
with the help of auto-resolve. Thank you very much.
They
And
belong
more
to
slaves.
Me. Next,
Thank you very much.
destruction.
Okay, let's level you up. What can we do here? Devastating charge, hard to hit. Blade Master is always handy. Indomitable. Nothing else going on over there. We're level 5. She's already got some fairly good campaign effects and some helpful people who are sort of, you know, making public order happen. So, kind of more interested in the idea of making her better at fighting. So we're going to do that. When we get her a Pegasus, a Dragon or a Cold One, that's when we'll get Devastating Charge. That's the plan.
Untouchable, undefeatable!
Apparently there's somebody else in that army who
What?
also needs to level up.
Of worthies.
Okay. Soothsaying. Leadership. Melee attack. Melee defense. Can't get any of the other things. What specialists do? Success rate. And cheapness. Got Dance of Death. So basically we need one of these. I will go for... This is the hag, isn't it? So she can have... Melee attack. What's her defense? Oh, she's poisonous as well. Let's go for that. Let's go for Wild-Eyed. Groovy.
A victory!
Just going to tell us what we need to do in terms of building stuff. It's saying I can build that one up. But I think we are waiting for 4 more turns so we can build that one up. We can increase the amount of furs, which will give us an extra 50 gold a turn. Worth doing. It is worth doing. Let's have a quick look over here though.
The people
What happens if you
grow
upgrade
restless.
this? Winds of Magic Power Reserve plus 20 local armies. Melee defense plus 5 for all units while defending local armies. It's only helpful if you're in this particular area, which is meh. And when it says local, it means any of these 3. Just so you're aware. We don't need that. And we have got defences, so we're happy. Over here we have now got defences, so we're happy. That's going to grow up in a minute. I mean, we might as well do that, mightn't we? How are we looking over here?
Do
Okay.
not vex us further.
We can grow.
Crushing victory!
Which is probably worth doing. Expensive though, isn't it? I'm just thinking about saving my money, if I'm going to be totally honest, just for a turn or two, because I'm going to have to upgrade this one over here. And I still want to... I'm about to have to upgrade this one here, which is going to cost 4,200. Now I know this is...
The Druki are restless.
It's actually the same value, but it's much more valuable, and the only reason it's cheaper is because we've got a 30% discount going on over here. So I'd really like to get this one really, really upgraded before I start worrying about the other ones. But I am at war over here.
My cruelty knows no limits.
That's a tricky thing to decide. What would be... The extra growth thing would be good. That's just... which is going to come out anyway next turn. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to skip over those. Death Hag's still got another point. Blimey, O'Reilly. Have that then. Anything else? No. Good. Excellent. Bit of a long episode. Had a couple of fights. Apologies. Lots of stuff to work out. Things are now looking very much better. There aren't armies hanging around here annoying us. Let's just quickly take a look at... We're at -5, which is a problem. Military crackdown 8, military presence 6, characters 4. Corruption is still 17, so basically we're waiting on the corruption to change. And it is changing very slowly. But we are going to have a series of corruption-based wars going on over here. Now, have we got something? We can't build slave pits. If this was slightly bigger, which it can get, I'm gonna upgrade this in a minute and then build slave pits, and that will help. That's all for next time. Thank you very much for watching this episode, which had some hairy moments. I mean, they're all hairy moments. It's me. But there were some difficult moments in the game as well. But we got through them. We won all the battles. We are looking far, far better than we were at the beginning of this episode. Thank you for watching. I hope you're going to look forward to seeing what happens and what we can develop as time moves on. Cheers now. Bye.
I am beyond defeat!
Stop shouting. Bye.